Hello and welcome to Business Lunch. We are in the celebratory mode ahead of the Republic Day here in the studios of CNBC-TV18. I'm Nisha Poddar and with me is my co-anchor Pavitra Parekh. So Pavitra, markets clearly not in a celebratory mode. Along with the global cues, it's also the truncated week which is having an impact on the trade. And at the moment at lunch hour, even though Nifty 50 is slightly above the low point of the day at the moment, but still in a very weak zone and also seeing the grip of the bears at the moment. In fact, let's take a look at some of the counters as well. If you really look at the contribution chart for Nifty 50, a large part of the drag is really coming in from some of the heavyweights like HDFC Twins and also the banking sector, along with the big boy Reliance Industries and Adani stocks are also in deep red today. In fact, let's take it straight across to Prashant, who's joining in with more insights on the market sell-off that we are seeing today. Hi, Prashant.
Thanks very much, Nisha, for that. So it looks like a big one, right? 200 points. At one point, we were down almost 240 points or so. But all said and done, it's what, 1.5 or not even 1.5% cut, 1% actually after the recovery or the bounce that we've had from the day's low. I want to just get one thing out of the way. Because we are so close to the budget, a lot of people are asking whether, this is nervousness because something, something will come in the budget which the market will not like. And the general sense, at least I have got, is no, right? And we've been reporting, our colleagues from Delhi, Timsy, etc., have been reporting that it's unlikely that the government will want to rock the board. Of course, I mean, you can't say till you get the budget document out, and we'll have to wait for that. But, this just seems a little bit of profit-taking and nothing more. And I think people are throwing in the word budget because we're just kind of a few days away from it. Okay, let me just quickly tell you what's happening in terms of levels. With the correction, the 200-point sell-off that we've had, we are now basically back to the lower end of the range of 2023. I mean, actually, this started in the last week of December. The range on the lower side has been 17,800, and the upside has been about 18,200. And we are now closer to 17,800 than we are to 18,200. It's been 400 points, and we've had sort of multiple ups and downs, but within this range. The big support for the Nifty comes in at 17,761, which is about 200 points away, right? It's not very large. I mean, with a day like today, it can be filled quickly. But that's the big one. That's the low which was made on the 12th of January and which kind of has held since. The Bank Nifty has broken the December 22nd swing low and has bounced a little bit. That level basically is 41,569 for the Bank Nifty. There's a decent bounce on the Nifty Bank which has materialized as well from those lows. But I think it'll be interesting and important to see if we kind of close above it. It's good if you close above it and not below it, because a close below will kind of open more downsides. That's 41,569. Banks, of course, are the culprit. HDFC, ICI, the HDFC Twins actually, which had been supporting the market on the way up, they are seeing some selling pressure. ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, and Reliance is also, of course, it's got a 12% weight in the index. This is largely the group of stocks which is putting some pressure. Mid caps and small caps are having a bit of a hard day as well, 1.5% lower. Advanced decline is in favor of declines by some 4:1. So it's a pretty red screen so far in terms of trade. I think global cues also important because over the next couple of days you will hear from lots of large US tech companies, and more than the earnings, their commentary of how the demand environment for them is going to look like in 23. Like, for example, we heard from Microsoft, we heard from others recently. I think that should set the tone for whether we'll have global support or we'll have global headwinds. In any case, I think as we go into the holiday tomorrow and come back, the conversation will more and more sort of align towards the big event, which is next week, the middle of next week, which is the union budget. Back to you.
All right, Prashant, thanks a lot for getting us a quick check on the market. So we're still around 200 points lower, but there